What is your biggest takeaway from the Montreux training?
So the Montreux training, it has a lot of different aspects to it, but probably the biggest things I'm getting out of it are how to communicate better with my team and utilizing questions to help bring about more engaging conversations with individuals on my team.
What actions have you learned in this training?
The actions that I've learned have been more about using questions to problem solve and to help individuals on my team find the answers for themselves. Most of them already know what it is they need to do, but asking them probing questions helps them kind of solve that problem that they're having on their own.
How have you incorporated this into your sales routine?
So when I go into a store with a sales representative, we start with an intro meeting there at the curb. Basically, I'm asking, what is our plan for this account today? Once we're in, then I kind of sit back and observe. I like to see, are they following the steps to a sales call? I'm checking to see, are they merchandising? Are they looking for the opportunities on the shelf? As they are doing that, I'm also making my mental notes as far as what opportunities do I see in the store. Once they have done their pitch and have closed, then we go back outside and we discuss some more. And there is where a lot of this Montreux training comes into play. This is where I'll ask questions such as, what do you think you could have done differently in this account? Specifically if maybe they pitched a product and the customer told them no and they just kind of moved on. My goal there is to try to get them to think about what did they do in the account and what could they have done differently. And the great thing with that is a lot of them come to the answer on their own. They realize and go, oh yeah, I shouldn't have just stopped with no. No is the beginning of the conversation, not the end of the conversation.
Can you give us an example of success?
Absolutely. So a week ago, I was in an account with Travis and watched him present wine to an account. This particular account has been a challenge for him. And of course, the store owner was kind of said, well, we'll look at that product next week, maybe. Once the sales call was done, Travis and I kind of walked around the store and talked a little bit about the interactions that he was having with the buyer. And, he indicated to me that that was a normal answer for him, and that, it was challenging for him because he always felt some negativity there. So with that, Travis and I discussed, well, how can we change that? And I showed him a few things that he could say or ask and turn that negativity into being enthusiastic on your own. And the buyer then feeding off his enthusiasm instead of Travis feeding off of the buyer's negativity. Showed him a few missteps with the wines he was presenting and a better way to ask those questions. Travis then took all of that in and on his own went right back up to the counter and asked to talk to us again and ended up selling some 5K deal. So it definitely took something that was a loss and he turned it into a win, and that was fantastic to see.
How will this training continue to improve your job performance?
There's so many facets to this training module, between looking at issues such as questions, trust of the buyer, trust of your team, that learning and putting this to use is something you have to do daily, and by practicing it, you get better with it all the time. But I think you will always see that there are more things for you to improve upon with just some self-reflection on things such as how should I have handled that, or looking back at your own experiences in sales and realizing that, you know, some of these issues that your reps are facing are the exact same issues you faced, and how did you deal with them, and is there a better way to deal with them? And that's what I love about this training, is it helps you see that there are better ways to confront some of these challenges.